Hey, it's J.O.E. Big Joe behind the camera, the quirky kid from Queens, coming at ya like Cleopatra. That's right, coming at ya like Cleopatra. Let you smooth that back a little so you can get a better view of me. Thank you very much. Before I get on with my video, I just want to give a shout out to my buddy Rudy Gray, right there. His dad John and his uncle Brian, who calls T. O'Brien. So that's right, shout out to Rudy, John, and T. O'Brien Gray. Shout out to you guys in this video. Because last time I spoke to Rudy's dad, John, I promised them I'd give him a shout out in the next video I did. So there you go, guys. There's your shout out in this video. You got it right here at the beginning. And this video today is about the WWE Survivor Series. Survivor Series is an annual Thanksgiving tradition for WWF, WWE, starting way back in 1987. And it's a pay-per-view where pretty much the matches are elimination-style tag team matches where you'd have either 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. And the way that it actually works with the matches is that the teams compete, they tag in and out, whatever. Anytime a guy's pinned, disqualified, counted out, whatever, he's gone and that team's at an advantage in one way, one team wins. As if any or all of their team members survive and aren't eliminated, whoever wasn't eliminated is the survivor for that team and the other team is completely gone. And this year I'm just going to wait to see what happens because they're getting more of those matches on. They got two, they have this year Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5, tag team matches, 10 teams on each side, the women's ladies divas match, stuff like that. See what's going to happen with that. Interesting because you very rarely see like the divas do Survivor Series matches, but let's see what happens with that. Should be fun, should be interesting. Hey Rudy, if you watch this video, right, and Daddy shows it to you, and you wanna give me your guesses, Rudy, have Daddy type it in the comments for you. All right, Rudy, that's your job. Tell me what you think is gonna happen. Have Daddy or T. O'Brien type that in for you. Because I want to hear what you think, Rudy. And usually with the Survivor Series, something happens, whether it's good, bad, completely interesting, just flat out horrible, whatever. So to me, one good, surprising, interesting thing that's happened is, excuse me there, in 1990, you had the debut of The Undertaker, and he's still around even though now he only wrestles really once, maybe twice a year. One thing that was kind of really bad that happened at the Survivor Series, also in 1990, the debut of the Gobbledygooker. It sounded like I said gobbledygooker before, but it's gobbledygooker. Also, interesting, I guess, just that whole year with 1990, with the debut of The Undertaker, the debut of the Gobbledygooker, which didn't last long, the whole thing with the match for survival at the end, that being, which I'll get back to in a minute, the whole team of the Visionaries, which was Rick the Model Martel, the Warlord, and Power and Glory, Herc the Jerk, and Pretty Paul Roma. That team, right, they wrestled against Jake Roberts, Jimmy Snuka, and the Rockers. And it was based on like the storyline of, Martel blinding Jake Roberts with the Arrogance cologne, but that was the first year a whole team survived. And now going back to what I mentioned before, the match of survival that year, which I think they should kind of try to bring back for the Survivor Series to make it interesting. Where it works is any people that survive from teams move on to a match at the end of the pay-per-view, which becomes the main event, like they did that year, where it was like in 1990 you had Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana on one team to face the odds of being down 5-3 against the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and the whole team of the Visionaries, which I mentioned before: Rick Martel, Herc the Jerk, and Pretty Paul Romer, known as Power and Glory, the Warlord, 5-on-3 odds. So do something like that. Maybe have one team have a 2-guy advantage or whatnot, and see what happens to that. Bring that back to that. That would be something interesting to do at Survivor Series, because one team will have the bragging rights to be the champion of that pay-per-view until the year before. Because if you do that, you could say, hey, like I'm saying, if you do it matches like Raw teams versus SmackDown teams maybe, and then have the survivors from the Raw teams and do a main event match of survival against the survivors from the SmackDown team, and then crown that team the Survivor Series champion until 2000 whatever. Like if they did it this year, whoever would have become the survivors of the match of survival for 2016 would be the WWE champion for Survivor Series 2016 till it rolled around again in 2017, and they do that, just kind of bring it back for a couple of years, see if they can get it going. Again, shout out to my buddy Rudy. Tell me if you think that's a good idea. If you see me, or you'd have Daddy or Tio write it in the comments for you, Rudy. But or heck, even have your dad throw in there what he thinks. As well, if he wants, that's cool, John. You could throw that in there as well. I want to hear, maybe possibly hear from what you and Rudy think. That's about it. And let's just see what happens at Survivor Series in 2 weeks. Peace out.